I'm Mr. Grinler, and here are my creatures. And welcome back to another episode of Mr. Grinler's Creatures. But on today's episode, it's a rather interesting one because we actually have an egg sac from the Taxinus bambus. We're going to call it the Taxinus bambus. So yeah, I kept this one quite quiet actually. So if you guys remember, it was quite some time ago, months and months and months back. I actually got a big old package from Bethany Spiders. So I'll show you a little clip of it now. A whole bunch of goodies. So yeah, I'm going to get it out on the table in front of us, and I can't actually remember what sort of tarantulas I bought, and I know a few of them, so that is correct. So that is, I'm going to butcher this massively, but I was actually really jealous of when Bethany actually got this tarantula and I saw the video. I was just like, wow. It is the Taxinus bambus. I call it a T bambus. We're going to call it a T bambus, and that is the so it wasn't a newly discovered tarantula. It was a newly named tarantula, I believe, because the tarantula was already in the hobby. But they rechanged the name to this, and yeah, they've actually found it living inside bamboo, which is really interesting. So yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that actually. Now, I can't remember if I actually mentioned or not, but this female was indeed paired by Bethany Spiders. And when she actually sold it to me, she said, look, I can sell you this Taxinus bambus, but there's a but. I have to honour the 50-50 with, I think it was Spider Planet, so a meal at the Spider Planet, which, you know, I was fine with. At the end of the day, you're selling a paired tarantula. I'm going to honour the 50-50 at the end of the day. But, you know, as the months went on, I was a bit like, you know, she didn't really look gravid or anything like that. To be honest, she looked like she needed feeding up a bit. But anyway, she burrowed herself away inside her cork bark, and yeah, she laid an egg sac, and I kept it very quiet from you guys. But I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to record this, only because, well, to be fair, I've had quite a few phantom sacs at the minute, tarantulas that I haven't paired, and they've dropped a phantom sac, and then I don't know, after about a month or so, they usually just ditch it or they eat it. This one in particular, I wanted to pull, because it's got that chance of actually being, babies. So, yeah, today's video is me and Charlotte. We're going to team up and we're going to have a look if this egg sac is actually good or not. It's going to be interesting. So, I'm still going to show it, even if it is a phantom sac, because of the journey that this female's had. But it's going to be really interesting. I can't wait to show you guys. So I guess we should go down to the table and we should have a look at how we get this egg sac off her. Enjoy it. So as for the enclosure, she hasn't really done much to it whatsoever. But that was kind of the idea with the bamboo. For those who have seen her before, you would know that she spent rather a few days by the water dish. She webbed up all the moss and that was it from her. As for the bamboo, it had taken her a while to actually start using it as a hide, but I was very happy when she did start to use it. The only issue was the way that I placed it didn't really give me much space to get a photo whatsoever. I can't say I knew when she laid this egg sac by date. All I remember is one week checking on her and giving her some water. As I hadn't seen her for some time, I just decided not to feed her. Then the next week I came back and she had webbed up all her bamboo inside. So I thought I'd grab a torch to have a little look. She could have been molting or about to molt. She could have even just molted, And that's when I was blessed with this huge white sac. From that date that I found the sac, I started to count. And I must admit, I didn't want to get too excited here. But it's a bit hard at times. All I know is that Beth had them cohabiting, and the rest was a mystery. We was thinking, what was the best way to get her out? So in the end we thought, let's just pull the bamboo out, then place it in a container and go from there.
Question was, how do we get it out the tube? One end was filled with about 2 inches of substrate, so Charlotte decided to go around the dirt on one end. Then by making it loose, she was able to push the substrate out slowly, and the rest, well, you can keep watching to find out. And now for the best part. Let's get this sack off this female and let's see if we have some babies. And now for Charlotte's first ever time opening an egg sac.
And that is all the footage for today's episode. I actually cannot believe that this was a good egg sac. I'm just so happy with it. You know, Taxus bambus, absolutely beautiful tarantula, and it's exciting that we could potentially have some slings. You know, eggs with legs, absolutely brilliant. I'm quite confident in it because I've raised a couple of egg sacs from eggs with legs now. So fingers crossed that goes all right, and Emil can get his half as well. So look out for some future updates for these, because yeah, I'll keep it on the channel. I'll keep you all updated. I'm really chuffed actually. It's my first like proper egg sac in a while, and I didn't even pair it at the end of the day. You know, obviously Balfouri sacs are a common thing in here, but you know, just a single tarantula species. Yeah, I haven't had one for a while. You know, also I wanted to give you guys a little update on my, well, I'll tell you that in a future episode actually. So if you could like, comment and share, that would be absolutely great. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon so you're notified of when I upload next. And don't forget guys to check out my link tree. It's got all my social medias on there, everything else on there as well. But Mr. Grindler's down here, so are my creatures, and for now, so are these eggs with legs. And I'll see you next week, so have a great week guys. You'll deserve it. Peace.